from the User Experience and Interaction Design Program project and team, Juncture.
Hi, everybody. We are Team Juncture. Before we get into the presentation, we'd just like to give you a little preview about what we've been working on. Once again, we are Team Juncture. Thank you all so much for being here today. So let's get started. I'm Durando Angulo. I'm the project manager.
I'm Jill Tracy. I'm a UI UX designer.
I'm Nikki Sandeep. I'm a UI UX designer.
I'm Alexander Lukács. I'm the researcher.
I'm Anush Tanwar. I'm the developer.
And I'm Leo Jorge. I'm the other developer. So, what is Juncture? At its core, Juncture is a calendar app designed to make planning social events easier. With Juncture, users can create and invite their friends to events. Then, Juncture will automatically compare everyone's connected calendar schedules in order to suggest the best possible time for people to attend. Afterwards, attendees can share their photos within Juncture in order to keep those event memories all in one place. Juncture was born out of a struggle we've all dealt with, finding a common time for social engagements. Whether it's busy schedules, unresponsive group chats, or everyone just using different scheduling platforms, this search for the perfect time is more difficult than it needs to be. Additionally, we'd all experienced frustrations when it came to sharing photos after social events. We agreed that everyone would benefit from a space for all of these important memories without the hassle of tracking them down from friends. But before we got too deep into creating Juncture, we knew that we had to do our research first.
Our first step was to explore how people actually experience social planning. Through our initial research, we looked at what works, what doesn't, and why. Across 137 survey responses and 27 interviews, a clear pattern began to emerge. We learned that many young adults have a strong desire to remain socially connected, but find that making plans with friends can be very frustrating. Our initial research aligned with our suspicions. The main problem is finding a time that works. This problem gave us opportunities that other solutions don't currently address. First, we wanted to make planning with friends feel effortless, even when schedules don't line up. Second, we saw a chance to eliminate the need for scheduling conversations in group chats altogether, and instead focusing on designing something that makes coordination automatic. And third, we wanted to treat shared memories as part of the event experience instead of as an afterthought, and make them easier to access and save. For both students organizing around busy class schedules and young professionals protecting a free weekend, Juncture removes the headache from social planning. By focusing on highlighting free time, eliminating group chat chaos, and providing a shared space for memories, Juncture solves for both their problems at once.
Now let's explore how Juncture makes event planning easier, starting with group availability. When creating an event, you can relax and let Juncture find a time that works for everyone, taking the pressure off you to coordinate schedules. During usability testing, users mentioned that the way this feature was presented felt overwhelming and confusing. Since group availability is essential to Juncture, we made it our top priority to improve its design and clarity in our high-fidelity updates. Taking a look at our final designs, group availability now emphasizes simplicity. We introduced filtering for selecting preferred dates and times, along with 2 different views. This allows you to choose whichever format works best for you. Users responded positively to these changes, finding it easy to find a time for their event. Next, we will look at other aspects of Juncture's experience.
At its core, our app is a calendar that holds all of your social events, past, present, and future. You can sync your personal Google Calendar account, letting Juncture show an accurate representation of when you're free and busy. This helps Juncture find the best availability for you and your friends. The calendar was built so you can see your event info at a glance, including your RSVP status and who will be at the hangout, keeping you both updated and organized. Looks like there's a new invitation. Invitations feature everything you need to know about an upcoming event, as well as your availability. On top of having an organized calendar, users found value in having an easy way to access all of their invitations, both past and upcoming. Let's say you want to check out your new invitation. Open the invite to officially be in the know, and send your RSVP in one quick tap. On this screen, you can see notes from the event creator, check out who's been invited and planning to attend, and ask questions so everyone's on the same page. As our research discovered, photo sharing after an event can be a frustrating process. To solve this issue, each Juncture event has a unique album attached, so everyone can upload all their photos in one spot, and download them too. By prompting users to upload their photos after an event and having an organized timeline of albums, Juncture enables a stress-free process of collecting photos and memories.
But how did we build Juncture? Making our vision of Juncture has been a great learning experience for our developers. During this process, we have gained new understanding of familiar tools and technologies and learned new ones as well. There are a few major pieces of technology that make up Juncture. Firstly, knowing we wanted Juncture to be a mobile app, we used React Native, a mobile-first framework for our front-end development. For our additional code logic, we have a Python backend server, and our server connects to Nihilus, a service that syncs Google Calendar with Juncture. And finally, we are using Google Firebase for our data storage, keeping all the information we need in one place.
But where do we go from here? Our team is incredibly happy with the state of Juncture, but we couldn't help but wonder where we could take this project if given more development time. One of our initial ambitions was to have calendar syncing across all major platforms, not just Google Calendar. If given more development time, we'd like to work on focusing on pursuing the integration of these other major players into Juncture, like Apple or Outlook. Additionally, we only actually developed Juncture for our iOS phones. We'd like to focus on bridging this gap and allow Android users to also experience our product. And finally, we'd like to look into commercialization and monetization opportunities for Juncture. While we haven't had too many of these conversations yet, we recognize the value in reflecting on where we could take Juncture from here as a viable product. Our team is extremely happy with what we've done in these last 10 to 12 months. Over dozens of hours, hundreds of hours, dozens of meetings, and lots of debate and reflection, we've all learned so much, both technically and interpersonally. I can say for certain that the individuals standing before you are some of the most talented designers, developers, and researchers I've had the pleasure of working with. It would mean a lot to us if you took a moment to visit us at the Expo and test out Juncture for yourselves. And finally, we'd like to take a moment to thank our families, friends, and professors for their constant support from start to finish of this massive endeavor. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much. See you at the Expo.
Well done, Juncture. Well done. All right. Well done once more for Juncture. User interaction, user experience and interaction design, UXID. All right, that brings